when I look at the game, and being around it and indirectly in it for almost 34 years, from being a young promoter till now, it's crazy that a lot of things haven't changed. I just think, cats in the inner city need to really understand that they're under attack, and that it's a very thought out and well programmed and a very intentional thing to keep them down, and that needs to bring them together. I look at like social media. Sometimes, a lot of times I look at the game and the man, right, fucks up. And he fucks up in a big way. And when he makes those fuck ups, a lot of times we don't take the opportunities, right? Because and I look at it in stages. Back in the day when I used to go to the music seminars, and I wasn't a real music cat, I was more of a marketing cat. Everybody used to say, we don't have black one-stops, and we don't have this, and we don't have, these. But then when all the brothers start making all the hits, and they could have put their money together to start opening up a one-stop, they never did it. And then the man fucked up again, made iTunes, right? So now, motherfuckers make $5 videos, but back when they started iTunes, the motherfuckers was making $500,000 videos. Yo, you could have made $5 videos back then, kept the rest of the money in your pocket, and started your own label. You didn't even need the label at that point. But because of the video budgets, some of the biggest names in hip-hop, didn't even start their own label. And they fucked up, because they gave you worldwide distribution on your shit, and all you had to do was produce it, and shoot a video and keep it moving, right? So 60 cents on your record that you could have been making off top, and you just didn't let it happen. And then now we got all these murders in the streets of these young black males and females and Latinos. And as crazy as that is, they give us social media. Man fucked up again. So if you wanted to all come together and be together at one time, he gave you a platform where you can call everybody together at one time. And what have we done? We turned it into some bullshit of ass and titties and funny shit and smack and fights in the streets and just stupid shit. And he's giving you the opportunity to change your whole socioeconomic situation in one swoop. And now it's transitioned from this great potential platform into this place now where it's like Comedy Central. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think overall that a lot of mistakes have been made in the game, and there's been a lot of opportunities, and we've just, kind of not taken advantage of them. And it's crazy, And just to build on that, when you think of a movie like Black Panther, right? You look at that movie, you look at the budget, it probably wasn't a budget like they gave the Avengers, you know what I'm saying? Because we still get those African-American budgets. But it was a huge budget, for a young black director to have. And he took that money, and instead of him probably paying his boys absorbent salaries, this is the environment that's created the big white movie makers. He's got these, huge budgets, but most of that shit don't really go to the film. But then when you look at a dude like Ryan Coogler and how he puts the money into the film, into the set, into the costumes, into everything, you get this beautiful foray and this incredible story because, that's how the money's really supposed to be spent. So my point is that when African Americans get real opportunities, we kill this shit because we don't get access to the real budgets. Now, I'm not mad, it's a funny thing, but I'm not mad at you learning on the chitlin circuit. Like, a lot of motherfuckers hate the chitlin circuit, but that's how you build your bones. So when they do give you the bread, you know how to respect it and do shit the right way. And when you look at a Ryan Coogler go from Fruitvale Station up to Black Panther, like, that is a snapshot of keep fucking with us, it's all good, but when you gotta give us that bread, we about to change the game. And that shit's important. When I look at some of the young, successful stories of this new digital age, like the cool kids, like Chance the Rapper, 6ix9ine, even Nipsey Hussle. God forbid he didn't deliver the project that he delivered. Because I know when I first heard about him, I'm like, yo, I keep hearing about this dude, but where the fuck is the record? And then out of nowhere, he comes with some, his shit is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is, man, it's dope as fuck. But when I look at the whole digital age and some of these kids that are prospering off it, like Chance the Rapper's $30 million in Forbes. Those are the rare cases that get it, right? But what I'm saying is that when this shit started, they opened up the fucking floodgates. Like the playing field could have been balanced. You know what I'm saying? But I think we've kind of been mentally twisted into a place of things that we need and not seeing that you don't need them no more. It's like, the young woman that escaped from the house in Detroit when dude had in there for like 3, 4, 5 years. When you contained in that environment and that mentality, it's almost like, I need him, I need that. And then you see that sunlight and it's up to you to do one thing or the other. Either be scared of that shit or run to that shit. And when you run to that shit, there's freedom. So these cats, these Nipseys, these Chances, they've ran to the light. But I can still say that a lot of motherfuckers were scared and that shit didn't happen. And they kind of fucked up the opportunity, to keep it 100.